Hi friends, a very warm welcome back to our channel. I'm Chandamama. This is your Chandamama bringing you a new story titled today titled Rural Mystery. So let's move towards the story. The story was published in the Google magazine. Post. This call, along with the tinkle of a cycle bell, made me run to our gate. A bundle of letters was transferred into my hands. I looked at the letters. Oh, what a bore! The telephone bill. Business letters for Appa and Amma. There is a letter from dear old grandma. I informed my mother happily. I read through the letter and said, Ma, Granny wants us to go to Surili for the holidays. So, soon after the final exams, we came to Granny's beautiful farm in the village of Surili. She is a plant lover, and so am I. Though I liked the farm very much, I kept telling Granny about the city and its thrills. Compared to the city, nothing exciting seemed to happen at Surlipatnam. One day, while Granny and I were admiring the beautiful chrysanthemums in her garden, she told me softly, My dear, I hope you have kept your valuables in a safe place. The village policeman came home this morning to warn us about a gang of thieves operating in the village. Do be careful while playing on the farm. That night I kept thinking, so many children have solved so many mysteries in real life and in storybooks. I must solve the mystery of the robberies in this small village. I had always dreamt of being a detective. How I wished my dreams would come true, at least now. The next day, I got up with the new hopes of solving a mystery when I told my granny about it. She said, My dear girl, storybooks are different from real life. Please be careful and don't get into trouble. After a while, I went out for a stroll on the farm. Suddenly, I tripped over something and fell. On the ground, I saw some broken pieces of flower pots and I noticed that something was written on them. I examined them carefully. One piece had a rough sketch of two trees. Another piece had a sketch of an old lady and a young girl. Yet another had figures 6:30 p.m. and April 29 written on it. I was excited. Surely I had found the secret of the thieves. I wanted to find out if there were any more clues to help me to find out who the robbers were. So I walked on. As I kept walking, I saw the two trees which looked exactly like those in the sketches. Beyond the trees stood the barn where the farm's grain was stored. So the gang had planned to steal the grain on April 29th. On that fateful day, I wore a simple new frock since it was my birthday and left for the barn through the trees on the farm. I walked the long distance with my heart beating fast. I, it was already dark and scary too, with the owls screeching and the big trees swaying. Suddenly, I felt a hand on my shoulder. Wah! I screamed. Someone closed my eyes and walked me to some place close by. As the hand was removed from over my eyes, I looked around slowly. I was inside the barn. But instead of scary robbers, I found my uncle and aunt and my mother, granny, and several neighbors, all standing there with the big smiles on their face. The barn was decorated with balloons and streamers, and there was enormous cake in the middle of the room. Everybody chorused, Happy birthday to you! Well, we village folk too can come up with thrilling birthday presents, can't we, dear little city detective? My clever granny had made up the story about the thieves. So this was the story published in the Gokulam magazine in the year 1996. Till I come back with a new story and a new video, till then stay safe and take care. This is your Chandamama signing off.